Hey, my true tellers, how are you guys doing? Welcome to Unapologetic Real Talk. I see my girl is in the house misbehaving. Yes, indeed. Let me see if she's on the road or she want to go ahead and come in the house. So let me see if I'm gonna go ahead see what she want to do. So guys, welcome to Unapologetic Real Talk. So let me see if I can drop the mic in case my girl want to come on. She's welcome to come on. Go ahead and hit that link. Yes, indeed. So let me go ahead and load the music down, guys, because I'm not in a good mood today. So we need Misbehaving to come on if she's not too busy, because I know she's going through a lot of stuff herself. So if she want to come on, she's welcome. Who else in the house? I see my girl checking your boo. Yes, she was in here. Early bird get the worm. She says, "What's up, chat? Unapologetic." Let me see what she says. What's up, chat? Unapologetic real talk is beautiful thing to be laser focused and see through the manipulation puff. Absolutely. Also, Lady B says, "Good afternoon, Lady D, mods and chat." Also, Judge George, make sure I get that name right. George Richard Third says, "Unapologetic real talk from Huntsville, Alabama." Yes, indeed. Do tell us what you know, Huntsville, Alabama. Yes, indeed. But guys, look, welcome to Unapologetic Real Talk. Some just not right. First of all, like I said, some things that let me go ahead and let How you doing, my girl? You can hear me?
Okay, I can hear you. Hey, I'm doing fine, Lady D. How you doing today?
Girl, I'm doing okay, girl. But something had got me kind of just threw me off. Let me know about this, because when it comes to you, I love you, and country girl and Starbucks. I don't have no problem, with you guys, because you all, our spirit connect. But how do you feel like, if, first of all, I don't know about you, but I don't want not everybody, especially when it comes on to YouTube. I don't want everybody, so personal in my space. Now we, on, you know, uh the platform, and we talking, that's a different story. But like giving your numbers out to everyone, that's a no. You see what I'm saying? But
Right.
let me tell you what happened. And it could be me just putting so much into it. But you know I'm a very person, I'm very private, very introverted. And if I give a person my number, is because hey, I feel that person's spirit. But when you got to track somebody down, and I was my spirit was so vexed, saying, call me, call me, call me. And I'm thinking it's an emergency, so it was just on my mind, and stuff like that. And I'm not the type of person to give everybody my number. But when somebody got to sit there and say, call me, and it really gets to me. And then when you call them, they don't have nothing to say. Uh, you don't find that kind of disturbing?
It's it would bother me because me if for someone to tell you to call them if they're persistent, if you're of a caring nature, you're gonna wonder like what's going on. Is it something serious? Are they okay? And if you call them, they don't have anything to say. I could see how it would be disturbing. Like you wasted my time. You're
Yeah.
not talking about anything. Now, did you give them your number or did somebody give them your number?
Well, they was all under my comment, my chat. Call them is emergency. So and I'll probably be putting some to it. So if I am, like I said, just charge it to my heart, because it's, like I say, got a lot of people on here stalking, doxing, and harassing. And
Right.
like I said, when it comes to me, my life is an open book. I really have nothing to hide. Yeah, and if you want to come and try to dox me, you're gonna find that I got a house full of military. Okay, and that's it.
Right.
But the thing about it is that when I tried that, what you call it, that to block the number and stuff like that. But I don't know. It's just kind of weird. Like I say, when it comes to these YouTube streets, it's just weird. That's how I find it. Find it kind of weird. And like I
Well,
say, guys, if you on YouTube, do not ask for my phone number. You want to email me. That's it. Like I don't need no more YouTube friends unless my spirit connect with you. Okay.
you
So
know
go
what?
ahead. Mm-hmm.
But what you did say was interesting. You said the person put in a comment, it's an emergency.
Yes.
So anybody hearing the word emergency, you're going to think it's an emergency. They need
Mm-hmm.
help or something, or it could have been something pertaining to you. They may have inside
Yes.
information where someone may be trying to do something to you. So I can understand being, vexed once you call that person and then it's nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I know with the situation that I'm going through, I know that a subscriber was able to get my phone number. I know I never gave them my phone number, but I wasn't bothered by it. First, I was like, well, how did you get my number? But
Mm-hmm.
then I know there's all sorts of ways, like through Gmail and whatever else, people can track you backwards or whatever else, or just Google your name and they can find you. And so I wasn't bothered because they were doing it out of it was a good gesture that they reached out. But the thing that I know that someone else had wanted my number, and the thing that stuck out in my mind once that person asked for my number was like, well, how come you couldn't get my number from the person that reached out to me?
Mm-hmm.
Because that person reached out to me on their behalf. So, yeah. I mean, if folks call me, they'll call me. But yeah, that would bother me if someone kept telling me to
Yeah.
call and it's an
Yeah,
emergency.
yeah, that's the part because I wasn't going to even pick, call that person, and but let's go ahead and change the subject. But
Right, because you
it's
sound disappointed. You
because
sound like you're
because
disappointed
the
in them.
way and then when I went and I looked at it, it looked like they was trying to contact others that's all a part of our little circle. You see what I'm saying? But like I say, I
Uh-huh.
stand alone. You know how I am. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't get in all that beef and stuff like that. But I also see where they was asking for others that's a part of this circle to go ahead and call them. So that's what has stuck out the most on me. But girl, let's go ahead and get
Okay.
into all this. How your day is?
And my day is fine. I can't complain. I'm alive. I'm breathing. I'm in my right state of mind. And I had to laugh at that because there are a lot of people that think they're in their right state of mind. You don't know if you are living in reality or alternate universe. But I cannot complain, Lady D.
I
I
hear
really
that.
can't complain. You know.
I hear that. I hear that. I see symmetries in the house. The pretty and pink perspective is in the house. So, guys, welcome, welcome, welcome to Unapologetic Real Talk. And my girl misbehaving is fun. Make sure you go ahead and check her out. So, as you see right here by the title, I want to go ahead and talk a little bit about all the stuff that's going on when it comes to Arionne Martell, and now we see when it comes to Nell Fletcher. She done went viral. So, do you think that everybody is riding off of Martell and Arionne's wave, and the only ones getting paid is them, and Martell and Arionne is going through pure hell? What's your thought about that, Mr. Haven?
I'm interested to see what this new what this series premiere gonna look like. But anyway, yeah. I mean, my thing is this, and the reason I'm stuttering and I can't come straight out with a an answer is this: if Martell is supposed to avoid Melody for a year, but everybody keeps talking about him, that means Martell is still on the show. He's not going anywhere.
Hmm.
Because why would they feel this need to jump on the bandwagon, especially now, to bring Martell and Arion up in any sort of conversation?
So, did you hear anything about Martell was not going to be on the show anymore?
Well, I keep hearing everybody talking about, they want him gone. He doesn't need to be there. He can't be near Melody. So, it's in some sort of way, and I'm not even, well, this is my opinion right here. It seems like more people are, well, I'm just going to say it, Lady D. I ain't going to bite my tongue. I'm going to
I
keep it
hear
real
that.
at all times. It is interesting to me that before Marceau was a little hesitant to say anything against Martell, but now he's more outspoken.
You talking about Marceau is more outspoken?
Yes,
So
yes,
where
he's
he's
more
talking about
outspoken.
Martell now?
Yes, he's in a negative light.
Wow.
So yeah, so I'm like, And did you get the chance to watch Carlos King? His
Yeah, I said I had set it, to watch it, but when I saw how callers was showing all the clips dealing with the women, and
Mhm.
then everything was about, to me it's found it, I found it kind of creepy, because why would you get Marcia on there to talk about the women, instead of talking about what the men is doing? And to me, we
Mhm.
already know how callers feel when it comes to Marcel and Melody. They think that those two are good chemistry. And I think that
Mhm.
Carlos was just being messy, where he was looking for some type of reaction.
Well, honey, he was being messy and it
Yes.
was a little sexualized. It was like sexual. For years, many have said Carlos has a crush on Martell. I guess Marcel is the new Martell.
Wow.
But that's my perspective. That's my perspective. I'm just telling you what, in the words of me, Leaks, I'm just telling you
Hmm.
what these two eyeballs.
Hmm.
But I don't know. I mean, back on Arionne and Martell, yeah, they might as well bring Arionne on the show, and I believe she may be coming because Arionne is gonna open her mouth and she gonna tell it all, whatever she knows. So
Hmm.
I guess that'll be Nell's storyline instead of focusing on her children and going broke taking care of grown adults. It
Hmm.
will be fighting with Martell and Arionne, which I
Absolutely.
don't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but what you're saying, you was about to say something before I cut you off.
No, I didn't. Go ahead. I
Oh,
had finished.
no, I totally agree with you, but I think that they trying their best to build a storyline because we already know when it comes to Nell, what do Nell pretty much have to talk about? And now all of a sudden, she came out with something that went viral. Like I said, all of them are riding off of Arionne's name and not knowing
Mhm.
that when it comes to Ariane and Martell, they are the only ones to me, got the storyline. And a lot of people they quick to say, well, I don't want to watch Ariane. Stop your line. Because the minute when this girl, she click on her IG page or her TikTok, you guys making 101 videos.
Mhm.
So that right there show you that you guys are checking for it. But one of my reliable sources had emailed me this morning. That's the reason why I came out with this because I told you I am sick of it. I am tired of it. It's just like beating a dead horse. And when I come on, I just like I said, I don't know. Really, it's nothing good to talk about because until Martell is able to tell his story, if Martell cannot tell his story, and you guys continue with the show, it's just like we're not going nowhere. It's just like we just being stuck. But one of my reliable sources, she came and she emailed me two of them, and they was talking about how they were saying when it came to Ariane that she wanted to commit the big S, which I hope she never do it because that's exactly what these demons want you to do. These demons wants to see you all in your emotions. They wants to take you out because for some reason they fighting so hard for a woman that they don't know. But what are your thoughts about how it's look like these people don't want to let up? It's going on almost 8 seasons and they still sitting there talking about the infidelity when it comes to Martell, Ariane, and Melody. It's time to let it go. But let's talk about, do you think that these people trying to see Ariane unalive herself? Because I think, hold on one second, let me say this right quick. I think how they're gonna go ahead and open it up because I don't know if you remember when they say Ariane was at Kiki's funeral and she talked about how the overzealous millimeters was harassing Starkin and doxing her. So do you think that that's how she's going to come in talking about how these people cost her where it felt like she wanted to unalive herself?
She may come in that way, but as long as Carlos and the network have their way, they'll continue to ride this gravy train.
Mm-hmm.
They gonna milk this storyline. What I don't understand is why won't they give Ariane and Martell their own show, even if it's just 6 episodes? Like if
Mm-hmm.
and that would show them that yeah, there are people that would watch the show or not watch it. What is the hesitation with giving Martell, Holt, and Ariane Curry their own show?
I think he should just go ahead because everybody rode off of that train. Melody rode off it
Hmm.
for 8 seasons, and everybody was saying, "Well, Melody, she had a story." Melody did not have a storyline without dragging in Ariane and Martell. That's a lie. What storyline do Melody have? Melody does not have no storyline at all. That's why she was able to go and film with Marcel and make that stupid scene because like I said, this girl is not entertaining. I see Symmetry says that I think that many be a result of Martell accusing Tisha of cheating, and if I see that, I promise you I'm not even going to watch it because hurt people. We already went through for 8 seasons when it came to Martell and Melody's infidelity, and we do not want to hear anything about Tisha and Marcel, knowing that these people are doing good. We just don't want to see it. Okay. Gwen Davis says, you remember the new clip coming out Martell said on their Marcel was creeping when he was they were doing it together, and that he said Tisha slept with his friend. That's why. And I think I don't know. What's your thoughts about all this right here? I mean, I'm just ready to move past this right here. What's your thought about it, misbehaving?
My thoughts are this: it wasn't just Melody that utilized the dysfunctional marriage between she and Martell as a storyline. The other cast members did as well. They could have said no and not said anything and demanded that their lives be shown. So that they all played a part. So now I'm telling you, they're making Marcel the new Martell. If they can't have Martell on there anymore and run that raggedy storyline about cheating and whatever else, let's move the next man up the plate. Because, yes, we are all tired of hearing about it, but everyone seems to forget how all of the cast members had their comments and the things that they were saying about the marriage instead of just saying, I'm not commenting. I'm not
So,
getting in that.
so you think that Marcel and Tisha, all the stuff that they got going on, and their kids are, almost out the house. Do you think that they going to go ahead and sacrifice their marriage for a
Hmm.
reality show? You think they would do
Yes.
stuff like that when they got so much stuff is going on? These people doing a lot outside of this show. So if this show shut down today or tomorrow, these people still gonna make it.
Hmm. I
So
believe it. Just like I've said for a long time, why is Melody? Why won't she walk away? She's fortunate. She has this, that, and the other.
mhm,
With Tisha and Marceau having so much going on outside of the show, why stay there? Why
mhm,
stay there when you know that Melody has some fans? There are some millimeters that are definitely unhinged,
mhm,
that cannot be controlled, and they don't care who they hurt or harm. So why
mhm.
would you put yourself in the line of fire? They are seeking fame. And I would say more so Marceau than Tisha. He wants fame just as bad as everyone says Melody wants fame.
Who, Marcel?
Yes.
You could see
Yes,
it. You
ma'am.
remember we talked about that. You could see
Mm,
it. It's all in him that he even got a little bit of that fame, and it's like it's going, you know, over his head because Tisha not really into this. Every time when
mm-mm,
Tisha she say something, and Miss Wanley used to say something, it's like when it comes to Marcel, it's like Marcel always took Melody's side, and
mm-hmm,
I think that what he's trying to do, he's trying to go ahead and he's trying to feed into this. And I promise you, if it happened the way that we think it's going to happen, I'm done. I'm done because we already know that a lot of people they rolled off of this trauma bonding train when it came to all the other infidelity and hurt people,
mm-hmm,
and these people they are doing good. Melody and Martell was not doing good. You see what I'm saying? So if uh, Martell held all that information for such a time like this to throw the Scots under the bus, I don't want to see it because we already know when it came to Melody and Martell, they marriage was already toxic. These people already most likely allegedly already had separated and they already had infidelity. Arionne been in their marriage for almost half of their marriage, so their credit was shocked. They had over 50 some different creditors allegedly. They filed bankruptcy, and I mean it just was a total mess. So why would Marcel and Tisha go through the same thing for a freaking reality show? Make it make sense.
I believe it's Marceau. It's Marceau. Tisha is trying to find her. She's intelligent. She's beautiful, but she, like a lot of women, they want to support their husband. But everyone discounts Tisha. If she speaks up for herself, they want to say that she's jealous of Melody. They feed into that, just like you said, of Melody and Marceau communicating like, why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? So, honey, this is a show for entertainment, and you get up on this show at your own risk. And matter of fact, it's just not Love and Marriage Huntsville. It's any reality show in general.
Hmm.
You have no control over how they depict you or edit the scenes. I mean, look at us. We are just baby content creators.
Hmm.
Some of us don't even know how to utilize these programs, these apps. But
Hmm.
there are some of us that can do an amazing job, even though we don't have years of experience utilizing these apps. So imagine what a network can do, how they can cut up
Oh no.
recordings to depict you in a negative light. People love that. What's fascinating to me for these women and women, and I'm gonna call you out, millimeters, for them to have such disdain for Tisha. Tisha hasn't called anybody out their name or nothing. She was asked a question. True enough, I believe she was asked a question while she's interviewing, and she gave her response. And if her response was petty, Melodies knows how to defend herself. But it amazes me that these millimeters, these women have such disdain for Tisha, but they love Marceau. You can hear them when they give their reviews and their critique. They just speak glowingly of Marceau. And oh, yeah, he's going to apologize. And if he apologizes, everybody else will follow suit. The apology should have happened years ago, 8 years ago.
Absolutely.
Why are we
Absolutely.
yeah, why are we apologizing now? And just like
Yeah.
you said, even with Martell, you knew all of this information years ago. You should have said it back then. It doesn't make sense to say it now because it's going to
Absolutely.
fall on deaf ears. Ain't nobody trying to hear that.
Absolutely. Check your I sent you something,
You
privately
send me
something.
some.
Yeah,
Okay, here.
read that right
Let me.
quick. But Sparkle says
Okay.
Marshall supported Mel more than his wife at
Okay.
a point. Don't understand this blind loyalty he has for her because Carlos King went ahead and put it out already in the atmosphere that when it came to Marcel and Melody, they are good chemistry together. But you cannot have Marcel
Mm-hmm.
without having Tisha, and that's just to show you when it
Mm-hmm.
comes to these reality shows, they hate marriages. Anything that they could do to put a
Yes.
wedge when it comes through marriage, especially when it comes to the black man, black family, because they look at us as dysfunction anyway. They hate to see a family intact. So, okay, we're going to give you this amount of money to put on this type of show because we need to keep Melody relevant. So if we can
Mm-hmm.
tear down your family, and then make it feel like you and Melody have some type of chemistry, then we're going to
Mm-hmm.
keep these ratings up. It's all about the money. Make it make sense. Nobody want to watch that. It's
Mm-hmm.
confusing enough.
Mm-hmm.
You see where I'm
Oh,
going?
I see where you're going. I see where you're going. They're gonna try to make that. Oh Lord, have mercy. They are a mess, but yeah. But you would have to watch the episode with Carlos and with Carlos and Marcel.
I tried.
Carlos,
I tried.
he
I
was
tried.
fanboying. He was
Hmm.
just he had that sparkle in his eye, just like he has with
Hmm.
Martell. And
Hmm.
I mean, some of the stuff he said, I was like, now that's inappropriate. Now, why? How did we get on this topic? I mean, some of the verbiage may have went over some folks' heads, but it didn't go over mine, honey. It was of a
Hmm.
sexual nature, and
So what
everything
did you get out
sexual.
of it? And I can go look at it. I'm gonna look at it after this. But when I saw that he kept talking about the girls when they was on their vacation in St. Thomas, when
Hmm.
Carlos stayed there, I say Carlos is just messy, and I just
Yeah.
don't want to see that. But what part that I need to look out for when I watch that once we get off of this live?
I don't want to tell you because I don't
You
want
could
to.
tell me. Trust
No,
me.
no,
I'd
no,
rather be.
no,
I
no.
might not
Because
even
you know
watch it,
why?
so you might as well tell
Yeah,
me.
you gonna watch it, Lady D, because
I
you know
might
one.
not.
No, yes, you will, because you know why you gonna do it.
Why?
Because you are a woman that likes to do your research. You
Hmm.
will listen to what someone tells you or gives you, but you are going to verify it for yourself.
But I
I
don't want to. I don't. I might not watch it. I'm telling you,
Yes, you will.
this right here.
Well, you
I have gotten past this right here, especially when, I mean, these people have taken it so dark, and people. I mean, it's just have become so personal. So I might not watch it because I told you I'm ready to move on when it comes to this right here. So tell me, I'm
I
asking
ain't
you.
telling you. I
Come
know
on,
you asked me because I ain't
come
telling you.
on,
I'm
come
not
on,
finished. Wait, I want
misbehaving.
you to see it with fresh set of eyes. I want you to see it and see if you got what I got. And I'll tell you, I need you to see it. I want you to sit there.
Hmm. So
Carlos,
you playing
Carlos, know
hardball with
daggone,
me.
look, Carlos know daggone well he don't want no woman. He don't want no
Mm-mm-mm.
woman. Why would they air that clip? I'm gonna tell you something else that was just I shouldn't say disgusting, but I'm like, yeah, that's hella messy. Excuse my language. But you know how they were running the clip before the episode aired, where they wanted to know uh which man might be gay. Up
Wow.
on
On the show? On the show? On Living Legend
yeah, and
Huntsville?
and then Marcel puts his hands up to his mouth to cover the name of the male on the cast who he thinks might be
Well, I know
on.
it can't be Martell because Martell got how many? 5 kids, so it definitely can't be him.
Look, Lady D, he didn't. They don't look on the clip. They don't show you who the name is, but if you read all the comments up under, everybody is speculating. Yeah, it's Martell. It's Martell, because they tried to put that rumor out there by him. And then, as far as a man having kids, honey, it's 2000 in this day and age, Lady D. It don't matter if a man got kids; he still could be dipping on the candy stick. Now, I'm not saying that's Martell or any man on the show, because, honey, it ain't my man and I ain't sleeping with him. But what I'm
Mhm.
saying is there's this new thing. There has always been a saying for years, gay for pay.
Mhm.
And it seems to me I'm starting to notice a trend now of
Mhm.
men in reality television, you know, giving the
Mhm.
impression or illusion that men might possibly have a chance with them if they give the perception that they
Yeah.
might swing
I
both
felt
ways.
it in your spirit. I felt it in your spirit. I felt it in your spirit, and it could be absolutely true. And like I say in here, all is alleged for entertainment purpose only. You air
Purposes
it out, you
on.
free game. But I felt it, and because it's something, it's something about this right here, especially when it comes to how when it came to this little clip I had saw the other day, and I'm gonna just stick a pin in that right there. Who
Okay.
the oh my god, this is a lot.
It'll be all right. It'll be all right,
I
lady.
already came
It'll
on
be all
upset.
right.
I already came on upset. So this right, God must have had you to come. I think you and Chandela, y'all must be feeling my spirit. I'm
I
telling you, I'm getting tired of this show. I'm serious.
I told Lady D, I had scheduled a live. I may push it back because I ain't did a live in a minute. I just had
Hmm.
me feelings, but I'm like, I need everybody to come on now. Let's be real.
Hmm.
Let's be real about this show. I've added Love and Marriage Huntsville to my growing list of pimps.
And I feel
I
like you. I feel like you when I come on. I say, shoot, Carlos King don't pay me to sit there
thank
and do
you.
no review on these daggone shows and got me all messed up and got us being doxxed, harassed, and stalked and everything else. It's not worth it. You see?
They get on you, honey. They didn't left misbehaving alone, honey. They didn't block me and everything else. They don't want to see. They don't want no notification. They don't want no nothing from misbehaving, and that's fine. Cause you can say what you want about me, but when it comes to my child, that's something we ain't gonna do. Now, Carlos King and Discovery and OWN, they need to cut us a check or something. You ain't cutting no check, baby. I'm just gonna call it like I see it, cause just like I said, and I don't care who get mad, baby. All the story, the honey, the information is refurbished. Is
Mm-hmm.
refurbished storylines because it's like the new way of marketing. They put something out there on social media, and now the filming part is just now catching up with the breadcrumbs that they
Mm-hmm.
spread across social media. Now, I'm not on Facebook, so I can't tell you what's going on Facebook, but they said that's where all this stuff started from. They said people were being very vile on Facebook. I can't tell you if it's true or not because again, I'm not on Facebook. So I don't
Mm-hmm.
know. I didn't see it. I can only speak on what Misbehaving has seen. And then for a while now, I have stopped going and other content creators, their chat and listening to their commentary. But if I wake up or I open up and somebody's stuff hit my timeline, I'll go and check them out. Sometimes I may have a feeling something will say, well, go listen to that.
Mm-hmm.
Go check them out. Like case in point. I was gonna talk about this later, but I'll talk about it now, just briefly. Uh the millimeters might as well get over it. Stop being angry with Arionne. Let her own the show.
Mm-hmm.
Now, misbehaving ain't the one that's on Puss Patrol. I don't monitor what other women do with their little cutie cat because I got my own that I got to take care of. But how y'all mad at Ariane for being a side chick, which she is no longer a side chick because Melody and Martell are divorced, but Martell was sleeping with Ariane for many years while he was still
Absolutely.
married to Martell, so they became sister wives. But that's neither here nor there. My point is, y'all want to still dislike Ariana and be mad for it, but y'all say y'all running to vote for Kamala Harris. And
Come on,
she's
girl.
to have slept with Mayor Willie Brown, former mayor of San Francisco, California. Uh, honey, so make it make sense. Make
Oh
it
Lord
make sense.
Jesus, girl! I think I'm stealing this from you. I'm about to set me
Yeah,
another
I mean,
live
make it
for
make
tomorrow.
sense.
I'm setting me another live up for tomorrow. Make it make sense. Can you
Yeah.
say that again? Come on, girl. Now that's where we need to go because we pick and choose who we want to sit there and condemn.
Yeah, so that's riding the money train of Ariane in Martell coattail. So y'all want to criticize Ariane Curry for being a side chick to Martell Holt, but Martell and Melody are now divorced. And when Martell was messing with Ariane while he was married to Melody for many years, they became sister wives. That's neither here nor there. But how can y'all criticize Ariane Curry for being a side chick, but y'all willing to vote for Kamala Harris? Baby, they beat up a lady over there on someone's channel. The lady's name is Queen Wisdom. They beat that woman up just because she had a difference in opinion.
Mhm.
Now, let me tell y'all something. As women, we are entitled to change our mind at any time, and we can support whomever we want to support. But we all should not think the same. I want you to think differently than me. Because you may impart or share with me your experience or your viewpoint, and I may change mine or I may stick to my viewpoint. So how can you criticize? They attacked that woman, Queen Wisdom, that was her name, because she kept pointing out how she would not vote for Kamala Harris. And I said, well, isn't this something? Isn't this interesting? They don't want Ariane Curry on the show so
Mhm.
Martell can show their lives, their interactions. Every day they're making content based on Ariane Curry and Martell, whether the relationship is good or bad. Because now you got what's her name? Nell Fletcher came out. Then you got
Mhm.
other folks making allegations. I don't know if it's true or not. Now they claim that supposedly Martell and Arionne got into it. Martell was arrested, he got released and flew out to LA for a reunion. Now you know folks have imaginations, they can make things up. If it ain't no proof, y'all, it's a rumor with no regard. But my thing is this, if you can forgive this side chick, because I heard a couple of the millimeters they put up in there. Ain't nobody, how you watching and controlling what somebody else do with they cat? Ain't nobody
Mhm.
controlling what they do with they cat, but that's what y'all do in the area because y'all wasn't married to Martell. Melody can't even move on with her life because y'all continue to create content. And my
Mhm.
thing is this, as long as Melody keep hopping down in they chats or supporting them,
Mhm.
of the women that continue to create this content, that's why it's easy for others on the outside to believe that she is spearheading and she is in control of what's going on. Because I wouldn't want anyone to continually remind me every day of something that supposedly hurt me. Because when you move on, you move on. If they want Ariane on the show, if I was Melody, I tell them, well, yeah, she can be up on the show, but you're gonna have to pay me more.
Mhm.
You're gonna have to pay me more because you're gonna pay me for my pain. She can be up on here.
Absolutely.
So yeah,
Absolutely. Look what symmetry say, truth be told, some are also willing to vote for Donald Trump, and he has cheated on multiple wives. Also, Ariane is catching a lot of unnecessary flack. We tend to always blame women, and they take all that heat. It's not fair. So, you want to go ahead and answer her two questions?
yes. Well, as far as misbehaving, I'm gonna vote for whomever is going to give me my reparations because for my vote, you need my reparations and I need cash on delivery. I don't need no more empty promises because at this point, that's all any and everybody does for the Black community. But because I have made commentary about Kamala Harris, Vice President, because I love respecting folks' titles. Vice President Kamala Harris, people assume that I'm voting for Donald Trump. The Donald Trump ain't put no money in my bank account. Now, hell, I mean, excuse my language. He put some money up in my bank account and get me some housing. I sure would. I sure would vote for him, and I'll let y'all know and wouldn't be ashamed. But we know that the former first lady, what is her Melania Trump? I was about to call the wrong ex-wife name. Now, the views stated by misbehaving or misbehaving. Don't y'all blame Lady D on unapologetic real talk. We all know that the former first lady, Melania Trump, was a sex worker. And all Donald Trump did is took a hoe and made her into a housewife and then a first lady, allegedly. Allegedly. So we know Donald Trump is not a good moral character. I don't care what nobody's doing with their bodies. I just need something that's going to benefit me and my family. So that's to answer that one question. And Marcel, oh yeah. Who is Rena Williams? Hey Rena. Yes, Marcel is a fame whore just like Melody and Martell. Martell don't want to go from the show. He need that income, so I can
Mhm.
understand that. But at the same time, Carlos, he loved Martell so much. This goes to show you that Martell is expendable. Uh, yeah, I think
Mhm.
that's yeah expendable.
But I
He
think
is strong
Martell
enough.
need to do right. I think Martell need to do right by Ariane. If he don't want Ariane, just let Ariane, go and, help her get on her feet. Then, trying to, go ahead and use her.
But
But
you know what?
mhm,
I'm sorry, Lady D. I gotta interrupt you. I'm sorry.
no
Women have
problem.
stopped. She gotta stop giving the man the power.
Absolutely.
Why does she have to wait for Martell to let her go or for her to do the right thing? And
Mhm.
for that young lady that made the comment, I don't always blame the women. I blame the women once they know that if
Mhm.
they know that the man is married. If the woman doesn't know, because I know men will go out there and lie. They will tell you whatever so they can get in your pants or get you. They'll talk horrible about their wife. I know men will do that. I don't take
Mhm.
men's word at face value. But once a woman finds out that that man is married, she should have enough respect for herself to stay away. But I'm not going to paint the man as innocent because he chose
Mhm.
to go ahead and do it. But as it pertains to Arionne Curry, she should not expect anything from Martell because what he did to Melody, he's going to do to her, whether she has a ring or not. She is young, she is beautiful, she can get her life back together. He want to hide her. This is the first time Martell had, well, it ain't the first time. He brought her out to a concert before, but this is the first time he's brought her out where she's dressed up and she's around other cast members with
Mhm.
their wives. This is the first time. So don't hide me like you ashamed of me. Don't
Mhm.
hide me. If you can't bring me out there in front of everybody, I don't want to be with you. She gonna mess around and waste her best years following after Martell. And then when she get too old, baby, your selections, the older we get, our selections get slimmer.
And
Ladies,
that's
I
why
know
I say
y'all
I
don't
could
want to
take
hear
a piece. That's why I say I can take a piece out of every last one of them. She gonna start looking in that mirror and see them gray strings and say,
okay.
and felt like she never even begun her life. Yes, you did. You just let it pass you by.
Yeah, time flies real fast. And I know we got some
Thank you,
60-year-olds and 70-year-olds that look fine and got some bad bodies. And when I say bad, I mean, baby, they get the
girl. I had
baddies. They get,
I had the baddest
okay,
body. I promise you, honey. I was what you call a brick house.
okay.
Mate mate. Letting it
It's
all hang
something.
out.
But look,
Yes.
it's still some out there, lady. These still got them bad bodies, brick house bodies at an older age. But
Mhm.
men don't want a woman that truly, they don't want a woman with some intelligence that can take care of herself. I don't know if you did a video. I'm sorry if I didn't look on your wall if you did. But that comedian, Corey Holcomb, where he said he purposely date women in poverty because
In
they
poverty.
in poverty, yeah, women that don't have
Mhm.
money. So, because he knows he has the power, he knows they gonna do whatever he tell them to do, because they want that money for him, and that's how a lot of men think.
Mhm.
That's how a lot of men think. If they paying the bill, you gonna do whatever. But everybody ain't trying to share their man and get their pH balance all jacked up and head, honey. oh, Sex is overrated if you ask me. Now I like having sex, but honey, I can go without it. I can go years without having sex, honey, because it's a privilege to experience this Thundercat right here. But what did Rena Williams say? I saw you highlighted, Lady D. What you say? She said Carlos is very disrespectful when he flirting with straight. I think it is.
Mhm.
I don't like when men do that. But hey, who's to say that the straight man is not flirting with Carlos?
Mhm.
'Cause
Could
they know
be.
it's gonna benefit. You know what I'm saying? So it could go either or.
Mhm.
Mhm.
But girl, shoot, this right here, this is a
Mhm.
lot. I'm gonna go and watch it, but I had watched a little bit when I saw him kept crossing them legs tight and uncrossing them legs, and then seeing the women they kept talking about it. I said I can't watch this mess anymore because I see how callers was setting them up, and he was just too blindly to see it because he
Mhm.
don't let this fame get a little bit of him. But if I was Tisha, I would set him on the side. Oh no, we're not going to sacrifice our marriage because we already know when it came to Melody and Marcel, Martell. So we're not going to do the same thing. Hurt people, hurt people. So I rather,
Mhm.
not even sign up for this show anymore if I got to sacrifice my family. So I think it's time for Tisha, to stand up because we already know from day one they looked at that Tisha as if she was weak. So this is your time
Mhm.
right now to show us, you know, were they right? And I truly believe that's why they wanted to go ahead and get Miss Wanda off because they know if we get Miss Wanda off, then okay, we all can go ahead and we can, do what we need to do, not with Tisha, but with Marcel. We're gonna get Tisha out the way. We're gonna get Tisha, we're gonna break Tisha
Mhm.
down, just like we tried to break Arionne down. We're gonna break them down where now everybody got a dysfunction household because we
Mhm.
already know Melody, she was after Tisha from day one. It's like she wanted Tisha off of that show for day one or make Tisha feel like, okay, look, your marriage is not intact, my marriage is not intact, but now she can't hold that on Tisha because Tisha, she stayed with her marriage. But we already know Melody been after Tisha's marriage for day one, where she even wanted to get Tisha cousin, everybody to split that family up. And like I said, you guys may not remember. Like I said, when I say something, you could take it to the bank. I say the only ones that can mess up Tisha and Marcel's family, and that's them themselves. That's what I say. It can't be the outsiders. Only ones that can mess up their families, and that's them. And if the enemy gonna come in, he's gonna come in through Marcel, because Marcel now think that the grass is green on the other side. So
Hmm.
the enemy is only gonna come through who you let him in. It can't come through Melody, can't come through Carlosking, because it's up to you to heed to that temptation. You
So,
see where
Lady
I'm
D,
going? You see where I'm
I
going with
see where
that?
you I see where you're going, but why do you what why did you say that Melody was after their marriage from day one?
Melody was jealous because she thought she was the only one that had the blueprint of, you know, all the stuff that's going on. She don't want nobody to be better than her. She felt like, oh, now Tisha got the upper hand because Tisha, she got the family, she got the business. So I need Tisha to be miserable. So if Tisha, as long as Tisha is miserable, then I can stay on that pedestal. But she can't stay on that pedestal because they got a family that's intact, that's doing what the vision was supposed to be about, black excellence. The only ones
Hmm.
that's doing it right now, and that's Marcel and Tisha. The business, the family. She got 3 degrees and still maintain her integrity. And see, they don't like that. So they're trying to find some type of way, because to go and strip her from it so they could still make Melody, the star of this show. But they can't do that now, because the only one that's carrying the crown, and her crown is not tilting, and that's Tisha. And just like I had said before, the only one that can mess it up is them. And that's why would tell Tisha, hey, if they want me to sacrifice my family, then I would just shut it on down. I shut it down right quick. And that's what I would do.
Hmm. Okay.
And I've been saying it from day one. I saw it. I say the only, it's going to come through. If the enemy coming through that house, it's going to come through Marcel, because Marcel, you can see right now that
Yeah.
star struck all in his eyes. You could see that beam. You could see that beam in his eyes. The
Oh
way he
yeah.
grit his teeth. His teeth ain't short for nothing.
And he knows those compliments, people flatter him, but
The
they're
DMs, the
flattering him
DMs, the
before they
DMs, and everything.
ain't no telling. But who is that they were making a comment talking about uh it's the your Miss Williams, Renee, I guess Renee Williams.
What she said, call us. What she said.
The part where down here it's Marceau is even trying to change his suit style like Martell. A family man will not have his wife dealing with these nasty comments about his wife and daughters too. And what that's interesting too, because I mean that's something I didn't like, those comments that they make about Tisha. I mean I
Mm-hmm.
don't
Because they
um
jealous of Tisha. They jealous of Tisha because Tisha don't go down in the dirt with them. They want Tisha. They want Tisha family. They want her life. They want everything. They just want to strip her, because nowhere in the world a melanated, beautiful queen can have all this and still, be on this show. They can't stand to see that. They want to see Melody. They want to see Melody lift up. But when it comes to love and marriage in Huntsville, Tisha holds that crown.
but you know what? That's what they should have been talking about on the show this season, the comments that the millimeters made about Tisha, but they didn't.
And they not. They not.
They did that's what they should have been talking about, the comments that were made to Tisha, how it made her feel, but they did not.
Mhm.
So yeah, the
And that's what I
grass
think
ain't
Carlos King should have done. Carlos King should, when first of all, when he get the men, because I liked it when him and Stormy was together. Now I don't mind Stormy critiquing the women, but
right.
I didn't want to see when he get the men on, he was going to have the men to critique the women. I didn't want to see that. I wanted to see him talk about, the men, what they are doing, what's
Right.
going on with Martell and, stuff like that. Stay like that. Don't show us no women body. We don't want to see that. We don't want to see,
He's
and I don't feel that Melody, and I'm gonna give you the mic. I
oh
don't feel
yeah.
like Melody should be on that show, prancing her tail half naked around every last one of them that got somebody. I think she should go and focus on what she got. And that's what I wanted to say. You can take the mic, misbehaving.
Lady
You
D.
laughing. Don't laugh.
If we don't have Melody or Martell on Love and Marriage Huntsville, they might as well go ahead and cancel the show.
Well, they might as well because,
Yeah.
first of all, this is what I think. Okay, I beg the difference. I
Okay.
think that when it comes to Love and Marriage in Huntsville, we wanted to see. I don't know about everybody else. Most the demographic is like maybe about 40 on up that's watching this show.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think that we wanted to see Black excellent. We wanted
Yeah.
to see a core
Mm-hmm.
six coming together and building in their community. That's what we thought that it was going to be about. If we wants to see infidelity and fighting and all this carrying on, then we would have watched this other shows that Mona Scott and them they got. You understand? We want to see Black excellent. I would
Mm-hmm.
love to sit there and watch Marcel and Tisha building in their community, building in different locations and storming. I would love to see that. But if we can't see that, then yes, go ahead and cancel it. But I cannot go another season, Carlos King, beating his dead horse. If Martell going to tell his story, let Martell tell his story. And his story is with Arionne, then let Arionne on. And those that sit there saying they don't want to see it, I promise you, your man is when he out of your bed, most likely with somebody around the corner like Arionne as well. Okay, and that's real talk.
Hmm. But we already know Carlos and the network, they don't want the tune to change because if they did, they could give Martell and Arion their own little show. Just like I said, whether it's 4 episodes, 6 episodes, they could show something. They could show something like a little spinoff. They haven't done that. But what they are trying to do is transition and phase out. So if they do stop talking about Martell and Melody's situation, now they finna bring Trisha and Ken to the forefront with her husband, with the deadbeat dad,
Oh, I don't want to
trope.
see that.
Uh,
I don't
Yeah,
want to
they
see that.
and we say we don't want to see it, but as long as folks keep watching it, because I don't believe the what is that? What is it called? Oh my God, not views, ratings. I don't
Mhm.
believe the ratings are as low as they say they are. This show has to be making the network. This show is making the network some money, and it ain't no penny ante money, neither. It's making them some money. That
Mhm.
that's why they package the show the way that they do. Give us a couple of episodes, go on a break, then they come back to show us a little more. It's like you got crack addicts, dope fiends. You give them a
Yes.
little dope. And to get them high, they start feeling that rush, and then when the rush come down, they come off the high. You done took the crack from them, which is the show, and now everybody waiting until it premieres again. And in the meantime, they're trying to find a way to do their filming or to connect a cohesive storyline based off breadcrumbs that was already put out in social media. Because there's so much stuff that was put out there that they have not shown on the show, and some of it is not uh, flattering or positive information. So, yes, we would love, there are a lot of us that would love to see them building up the community. And we know you need a little bit of mess, but what is more messier than finding out the truth about that 47 acres deal?
Wow.
They just want to vanish that because that was the premise of them coming together to build up North Huntsville, the 47 acres. Then once Martell and Melody got in their issue, Then you had where supposedly Martell was beefing with the Scott brothers and their wives because Melody and Martell were slick and went and purchased the 47 acres without their money. So
Hmm.
that, you never heard no more of that. They tried to say that a developer came in. That's how they brought Chris Fletcher in. But yeah, we would have loved to see that. So really, what happened? Where
I
was
don't
the
know.
divorce?
That's that. I would definitely would like to know about that. But did you hear anything about when it comes to Martell? Martell is still a part of Stoke.
Did I hear that he's still a part of it? Of Scope?
Yes, yes. I heard that he's still a part of it.
I've heard people say that, but I don't know
Hmm.
how true it is. I don't know.
I think he's still a part of because they opening up. Now I'm gonna say a legend, but that's what I heard. They opening up another location, and they said that Martell is still a part of it. Martell, Tisha, and Marcel. So, like I say, most of all this stuff right here is for entertainment. These people laughing at us
Hmm.
all the way to the bank because they say that. Now, this is what I heard that Martell is still a part of that.
Mm, okay. And I'm seeing Miss Gail Friend's little comment about the 47 acres. They didn't talk about the entirety of what happened. I'm talking about, I want to know why Kimmy came in hot, because that's why she was upset in the beginning
Hmm.
and didn't want to join the comeback group because of the 47 acres. They talked about it a little bit. And then a couple of years later, seasons later, then supposedly this developer came in to buy the 47 acres. Then Chris, he was the one that connected the developers with Melody, and Melody wanted Martell involved with the situation, and
Hmm.
Martell was upset. So no, I really do want to know what happened with that story. Is it true? I
You're gonna
mean,
have to go
just go
back to
ahead.
I think from the very first season because I think that what happened was when it came to that story, the reason why Kimmy was upset because Melody and Martell went behind their back and was trying to go ahead and do some underhanded deal, and also Maurice and Kimmy had said that uh, Marcel was the one that went ahead and did the leg work. But then again, you never win when you play dirty because scopes end up in Tisha's them hands anyway. But I think that's what it was all about. So I think
Marceau
you have
found the Marceau found the 47 acres, but neither
yes.
Marceau, Maurice, Kimmy, nor Tisha had the money to buy the 47
They
acres.
said I think you watched the very first season. I think what happened, they said that they went under, they didn't give them a chance. Melody and Martell had went behind their back and went ahead and purchased it. And Martell said, "Well, you guys was taking so long. We was asking you about it, but that's when I think that's how they all had fell out behind that 40 acres. I don't know, but I think to me." uh, They need to just go ahead and start back, but I think the Scots are starting back. They doing good.
Well, I hope they show it because right now they're not showing it. And as long as Marceau keep feeding into that uh where these women is giving him compliments and oh, it's just magic when you see Marceau and Melody on the screen together. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, he is so entertaining. I mean,
Carlosking.
yeah, the women. I mean, baby, bye. Let me tell you something. We gonna see how this ship go down. But I
I
tell
think
you
they're trying
what,
to pull the worst. You think they're trying to pull the worst out of Tisha because they say Tisha does have a side that you mess with her, it's gonna be hell on Hot Wheels. And I think that they probably say, well, if you want us to pay you this amount of dollars, then you're gonna have to give us something because when it comes to us, they want to see blood. So
yeah, I
I
don't want
think
Tisha
that
to do that.
I don't
I
want Tisha
do.
to act like that.
I
You.
believe you. I believe you that they want to pull that out of her, but I don't want Tisha to do that. And the reason I believe that they want her to act a fool up on television is because when these folks started viciously attacking
Mhm,
Miss Wanda, now Miss Wanda can hold her own, but then for
mhm,
Melody to also disrespect Miss Wanda. That I believe it was orchestrated to get Tisha to come out her bag and act a fool. Tisha, don't do that. Don't do that because although majority of the fan base that watches Love and Marriage Huntsville is 40 and up, there are younger women that are watching this show, and we need younger women to understand that they can resolve conflict without fighting. Use your words. Just
Mm-hmm.
use your words, or just ignore them, pay them dust. That hurt. It seems to me like that hurts a person more when you won't engage with them. And I'm talking about from personal experience. I've had people curse and yell at me at the workplace, and I wouldn't even raise my voice at them coworkers. The only thing I would tell them is, you can say whatever you want to say, just as long as you don't put your hands on me.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would just look at them, and boy, they would just get mad, and I would say, and you don't understand what? You don't know the signs of confection? You don't realize, do you know how to interpret blood gases? You don't realize that that person is respiratory acidosis? You don't know what the treatment, what the next steps are? And oh, they would get so mad, and you didn't give them. And I was like, oh Jesus, that mouth of yours. Oh, it would
Mm-hmm.
make them so mad. But yes, I don't want Tisha to get out there and act a fool. I don't want her to say anything. Because
Mm-hmm.
honey, we gonna see what's about to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I don't know, but I know Carlos don't like being called messy. You
Mm-hmm.
are the king of reality television, Carlos King. You are the maven of mess. And for those of you that don't know the definition of maven, maven is like a connoisseur, an expert of something. So that's why I call him the maven of mess. Carlos is not about to get involved in anything unless there's a little bit of mess involved with it. So
And
that's
that's
all.
why he's trying to put what's his name, Marcel and Melody together. But if I
Uh-huh.
ever see them film again, you trust me. If they want to see me run, you guys don't have to go and dox and harass me. Just put them two together. Put them two together, and I promise you, y'all won't hear a peep out of me.
Oh,
And I
Jesus.
promise you that. Put them
Well,
two
you better
together.
get ready. They gonna do it. He gonna have
Uh,
a couple of episodes where he's feeling with
and if
Melody.
they do it, I promise you, that's when I'm gonna hold Tisha for it. That's when I'm gonna
Hmm.
hold Tisha for it. If they
But the
do it,
thing,
I'm a whole teacher because now this is the time the teacher to stand up. No, I'm not going to put my marriage on the table for the whole entire world to pick it apart. I'm not going to sacrifice my family. No amount of money is going to be worth that.
no, it's not. But the
Just
thing the
because
now,
Melody and Martell sold their life, their family, I'd be darned if I sell
if you
mine.
sell it, I know that's right. Look, I was supposed to do a little live. I'm gonna have to reschedule it to 6 p.m.
What time your life is?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna push it on back because my baby will be getting home pretty soon, and I'll cook him something.
Mm.
He'll get here about 4 o'clock. But
Well,
honey, don't you
tag me
worry
into it.
about
What time is going to be my time?
it. It'll be 5 o'clock. It'll be 5 p.m. your time.
Okay, okay.
I ain't
Well,
gonna
yeah,
be on there.
girl, you got me rocking now. You see what I'm
I
saying?
know you great. You
You
raise your
you got
voice up.
I need to turn the camera on, girl. You got me rocking right now. I'm telling you, if you want to see me get out of the box, then go ahead and put Melody and Marcel together. Put Melody and Marcel together, and I promise you, it's not going to take these millimeters to sit there and try to get me off. That will shut it down right there, and that would answer all my questions and everything that they said when it came to
Hmm.
Tisha. Because, like I
Hmm.
said, Tisha, she has nothing to feel bad about anything because she's a beautiful melanated goddess, very educated. Melody, the one sat there and sold her soul for a bowl of beans. Melody went out there and sacrificed her family. You see, so if Melody wants to
Hmm.
sacrifice her family, then let Melody belongs to the street. But when it comes to Tisha, I'm
Say
all
better
about
belong.
family. I'm all about family, and I do not want to see Marceau and Tisha added for a storyline. I don't want to see it. I promise you. If you want to see the worst out of me, then put that together. And I promise you. Because I done had enough of this right here. This is too much. But I do think getting back when it comes to Scopes, I truly believe that Martell is a part of it. And just like I think Tina said, that's why they still holding that name Scopes. That's the Scots and the hosts. So I think Martell
Mm,
still got a piece of that. I don't think he stole all his shares
okay.
to the Scots, but I don't want to see it. I promise you guys.
I know you
Uh,
don't, Lady D. I
no,
hear
I
you.
don't
But
want to
did
see
you
it because
but did
I'm
you see what checking you boo said?
checking your boo. Oh,
Uh-uh.
she say for a while. That's it.
Uh-uh, not that one. The one go up to 313. She said, I do believe, yeah, that one right there.
I do believe Carlos is trying to use manipulations to keep favor of Martell's ex because Marcel doesn't want his skeletons revealed. I believe he will join forces with Martell's ex. Wow. And if he do, he'd be stupid because I don't even think Carlos King paying him that much money. Not like Bravo be cutting the checks to their cast. So
Mhm.
according to one of the what's this girl name? They call her Summer Winters or whatever
Oh,
her name.
Winter. Yeah, the one that was on
Yeah, say
the
Carlos don't
DC.
pay that much, and I don't care how much it is. He could pay me $1 million. I still not gonna sacrifice my family. Melody did that, So if Melody and Martell did that, and I'm pretty sure Marcel went out there and he cheated and did some stuff, But like I said, my business ain't gonna belongs to the world, not for no almighty dollars. Devil, you is a
Okay,
liar, and the truth is not in you.
not for no peanuts, cause
I
they
don't
this
care. I don't care what it is. I still won't do it.
this information live on in perpetuity, into perpetuity. Even when you gone and your grandkids gone, it's still
Mm,
there.
yeah. But then, Tina said they want to provide Tisha to then use it against her to tarnish her business reputation. Marcel did say Tisha looked delicious. Marcel did say Tisha looked delicious in her bathing suit. He loves Tisha. Oh God, I guess that's what's with Carlos little segment he had, huh? When he said she
Mm,
looked delicious.
she had on her
Mm.
bikini. He was there. I'm like you. Why did bring the man there to talk about the women when he could have been talking about what's going on with the different storylines amongst men? Because he also made a comment about Shanita Foster, indirect comment talking about Carlos said her ex-husband played football. And Martell, I mean, not Martell, Lord have mercy, Martell talking about me. He said misbehaving and turned on me. I ain't turned on you, baby. I'm just going to keep it real and tell the truth. But honey, Marceau said, well, he knows Shanita wasn't uh, married to a wide receiver. More like a
Mm.
nose tackle because she a tall woman, big woman that
Mm.
then he got to smiling like a Cheshire cat like he always do. But
Mm.
we'll see, Lady D, you ain't gonna go nowhere, are you? I mean,
No,
I'll
no,
be here.
but you got me rocking. I could tell you that because don't mess with Tisha. I'm like Miss Wanda. You see what I'm saying? Don't mess with. You can mess with anybody, but don't mess with no Tisha.
Uh,
Don't mess with no Tisha because when you now, like I said, when it comes to this reality show, you see, I'm starting my words. When it comes to the reality show, I think we all need therapy. We all need to be sitting on somebody's couch. But like I said, don't mess with Tisha. I hate when they try to mess up families. And you could see it all in Marcel that he's ready to sell his soul. You could see it. You see it. You could see that Marcel is ready to sell his soul for a freaking bowl of beans, sacrifice his family. Oh, don't worry about the haters. Don't worry about them. Don't worry about them deplorable fans. We gonna cash it all the way to the bank. We gonna make sure we build our houses. I can just hear him telling that to Tisha. Okay, devil, you is a liar, and the truth is not in you. You better shut it down quick. Oh my God! But let's see if we can reel it in when it comes to this right here. I'm because girl, you why you did this to me? I already told y'all. I already was upset before I came on here. Now you got me something to think about. And I sit there and say, I don't even want to talk about this show anymore until because Carlos King is not even paying us for this mess. You know, I'm like you. Carlos King ain't paying us for this mess, for us to be all out the box with this.
They showing, and when I get done with them, they gonna wish they had started paying me because I'm finna be calling everything out. I'm finna watch an episode and I'm gonna call it out. I'm gonna say that was already online. That was year 2021, and I'm gonna tell you that they're gonna be like, God, no, they better pay us.
Mm-mm-mm.
They better pay us. You got them other content creators on the payroll.
Thank
Y'all better
you.
pay us. I know who on the payroll because I see how you're moving, baby, on
Thank
both
you.
sides of the line. I know who on the
Mhm.
payroll.
Oh,
Y'all
girl,
ain't
I know
fools.
too. And the sad thing about it, they go and jump on their channels, knowing good well these people gonna sit there and they're gonna take your words and you're gonna twist it. But see, stuff like this, they don't want to jump on our channels, you know. They don't want to, you know, and we riding hard for them, you know. But let the ones that sitting there tearing them up, oh, they on their channels, explaining themselves. Explain yourself over here, you know, because everything that we've been talking about is coming to pass. But I just hope when it
Mhm.
comes to Arionne, that Arionne does not let these people continue riding all for her. Because, girl, when it comes to Fletcher, Nell Fletcher, nobody
Mhm.
wasn't even thinking about Nell Fletcher. Nell Fletcher now this week came out with this old whatever she came out with this video. Now it went viral. Everybody talking about this right here because Arionne's name attached to it. Anytime when Arionne and Martell's name attached to something, it's going to go viral. So that's just to show you that these people are the
Mhm.
ones that's going to you know, they are the ones that putting this show on the map, you know. So they might as well pay them
Mhm.
whatever they say they was going to go ahead and pay them. But nobody
Might
was
as
checking
well.
for no nail, you know. Nobody was not checking for mail. They riding off of Martell and Arionne's coattail.
Well, we're gonna see. Checking you boo said, ask yourselves, why are the cast members on the bandwagon against Martell and Arion? What are they hiding? What are they fearful of being revealed?
The cast members.
Yeah, that's what checking you boo said. Well, I mean, I've seen the mug shots. Everybody got. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
that's why I always say spill your own tea before they spill it for you, so they can't
That's what I
blackmail
say.
you or
Like,
hold
if
it over you.
anybody write my story, who could write my story better than me? Who could tell
Nobody.
my story better than me? Girl, you sound like Key Sweat.
Key sweat.
Nobody.
That's what I was gonna say. That's what I was about to say too. In the words of Key Sweat, nobody,
Who can do it like you?
nobody who can talk me like you. Nobody.
So Ariana, she better sit there and tell her own story because they show her is banking office, you know. So
Right.
and she said, why are the cast members on the bandwagon against Martell and Ariana? Because they about to sit there and they about to let it all out. You see what I'm saying?
hmm Just like I remember a content creator, I had made the comment Arion had a YouTube channel and a content creator gonna come out and say she never had a channel. Yes, she did. She did have one. I
Absolutely
followed
arrogant.
this show from the beginning. She had a
Absolutely
YouTube channel. That's why I be making a comment. When folks was talking crazy about her son, ain't no way in the world I would have kept quiet. And even if she ain't on YouTube, let's say she wasn't on YouTube, she got an Instagram page that she fires up. Ain't no way in the
Mm-hmm.
world I keep quiet somebody saying something about my child unless I'm aware of what's going on. I mean, they claim that she's what is that? They put a gag order on her. That's for the show, for the cast members. That ain't for no content creators. Honey, I'd be
Well,
up here racking it up. Do you know how much money she would have been making over here on YouTube? Strike up a
who
live
Ariana?
area,
I wonder who
striking
talked
up
her
a
out of
live.
it. I wonder who talked her out of it because she was doing good. Because you remember how her intro when she was sitting at the little tea table and you know, she was hitting a little cup with the tea. You saw how pretty it was, right?
Look, I ain't gonna even lie to you about that. I don't know nothing about that because you
Oh,
know I
okay.
was
Oh,
rocking
she
with
came out
Melody.
looking
Look,
beautiful.
I was rocking with Melody 10 toes deep back then.
Hey, Miss
10 toes
Marcella.
deep.
Miss Marcella is in the house.
Is she? I gotta see if I can
Mhm.
see her. Hey, Marcella. Yeah, I can't see Marcella. But yeah, but
Yeah, she came
honey,
out. She had a little beautiful tea table, and I think they said it was in the back of Martell's backyard. I don't know where it was, on a golf course or something. And she was coming out, and she said she was going to tell it all. And all of a sudden, you didn't hear no more about it. I guess they went ahead and
mm,
shut it down, but they couldn't shut me down no more. 2025, I'm coming out with a bang. If I was Arionne, come out with a bang. They're gonna have to give me, like they said before, at least $1 million, to shut me down. And that's real talk.
mm, I tell you, let me change this over.
Checking your boo say, yes, misbehaving. Ariane could have been banking probably at least 100K on YouTube. These folks are obsessed with her. She needs support in how to move. Absolutely. That's why I said and say
Mm-hmm.
she need to get her a good PR, because whoever she got on her team, they mean her no good, because nowhere in the world these millimeters should have been banking off of her storyline, the cast off of her storyline for this long, and this girl didn't even get paid for it. And if she did, she probably got paid for it. I think they cut her a check, but still of all, they should have cleaned up her image and, you know,
Mm-hmm.
her to come on that show, because every last person, they used it Ariane likeness. They used her name, even content creators, they used her name.
Mm-hmm. Sure did. Sure did. So anyway, Lady D, okay, I don't know what to do with Country Girl Queen and not here to close you on out.
I'm telling you, where are
But
you, country?
you feel better now because you smile. You laughing now. I
Yeah, I
can see
feel kind of better,
your
but like
spirit.
I said, I'm just the type of person. I'm a introverted person, and I'm a person. Like I said, when I come on here, I don't take it personal. I say what I need to say, and I could sleep at night. But I just don't want nobody, trying to sit there and get all up and, trying to. That part traumas me too, because that's how it happened with in my business. You know how them snakes will sit there and come in and woo you, and once you get them in, then they start showing you the real them. I don't like the type of person, because I'm a person. If I'm a friend with you, I'm a friend with you. And whatever you tell me, that's between me and God. I'm not a type of person to get in your business just to go ahead and spread it out. I don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't roll like that. That's why I'm introverted. I stay to myself. And if I let a person in my circle, I'm letting it because, I felt like we have, like-minded spirits. Okay. Well, keen spirits, something like that. Okay. But I'm
Mm-hmm.
pretty good. You had me rocking for a second, when you was trying to talk about all this stuff, trying to mess with Tisha. Don't mess with Tisha. Don't
Ooh.
mess with Tisha.
They they trying to rap. They trying to get Tisha up in the rapture. Look,
Mhm.
did you watch the video I did one time? When I was talking about Shanita, I said, Tisha, if I was there with Tisha, I would have been kneeing her up under the table and tell her, Shanita, a big girl. We're gonna have to get some 4x4s for her.
Mm-mm-mm.
We can't run up on her. But yeah,
Mhm.
but yeah, just stay quiet. And I agree with someone else who said it. I don't know if it was checking you blue or somebody else in the chat that was saying, they want Tisha to come out of character so it'll uh, tarnish her image.
Yeah, that's all they
She
doing.
is.
I already saw it in spirit. That's what they trying
Did
to
you see?
do.
Yeah, I don't want her to do that. So y'all know it's only 8 more days until the election, and then you got less than that for the premiere of
Speaking of the
of
election, did you see this on? Let me see if you can see this right here. And I know you got to go. Let
You
me
put it in the
show
back.
you this.
You put it in the back. I
No,
ain't gotta
let
go.
me show it to you. I'm
Yeah.
gonna share it to me. Oh, okay. Let me share. Let me share the screen with you right quick.
I think I changed the time. Keep changing the time, so I ain't worried about
Oh, okay.
it. I may cancel
Look,
it
did you see this
altogether.
right here?
Okay, I'm
You
coming
you
back.
saw this right here,
What is that
where they
car?
says
What
this right
ballot
here is a
boxes?
multiple ballot boxes set on fire across the state. Hundreds of voters. Let me see if I can pull it up.
Is that
And
in
it's in,
Georgia?
I don't know where is that. Can't you see? You can see it. Let me see.
Yeah, we
I
can.
don't know how to pull it up,
I can
girl.
see it. Yeah, I'm trying to see official ballot drop box.
where I say hundreds of voted, yeah, hundreds of votes
Hmm.
destroyed. Yeah, they say it's somebody had put it on fire. You see that? They say hundreds of ballots
Yeah.
have been destroyed after fire was set to ballot boxes across different states. According to UTV, smoke was seen rising from a box at a local transit city in Vancouver, Washington, early
Oh,
Monday.
okay.
You saw that one?
Okay, I see it now. I'm seeing it with you. I,
Yes.
Lady D, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I believe everything is for show.
Hmm.
I've never seen so much. I don't know. Do we get the older we get, the wiser we get? Is that what it is? Like,
Hmm.
we have such
I think
programming
so.
from a child, and as we older, whatever programming, it. I don't know. I'm looking at everything. Don't none of this stuff look real to me. I
Hmm.
mean, there used to be a time where intelligence was celebrated. I remember politicians debating the issues, real issues, sounding articulate, just speaking clearly. And for many years, Republicans were well known for skirting the issue or not directly answering questions that were given to them. And the Democrats would, answer accordingly. They would respond. But now it's like both sides are acting ignorant, like they don't know anything. Now, I know Vice President Kamala Harris, yes, she's qualified, she's college educated, she's an attorney. And for many folks that keep saying that she's not qualified, I mean, you have Donald Trump, who was a reality star. Yes, he may have been a businessman, but he got his lift up from his father. He comes from a wealthy family. So there have been many folks that have uh, held that position that weren't qualified. So I don't know why they say that she is not. Now, I'm not me saying something positive about her. I'm not telling y'all to vote for her. I'm just telling you that you and I, Lady D, we talked. I don't know if it was a month or two ago on the telephone, and I told you what my projection was, what was going to happen.
Hmm.
And there are many people now they're saying that she is going to win. That's what they keep saying. There are two storylines, two narratives running right now online social media and the news. There's two narratives. There are many that are saying that she is winning. She's going to win. She's going to be the first female president. I said if she does become the first female president, it well, y'all just use y'all imagination. Then there's this other narrative that, oh, there's going to be civil unrest, there's going to be a civil war. There are
Hmm.
people running these two narratives. Now, they say there's going to be civil unrest if Donald Trump doesn't win, so they're trying to frighten people to go ahead and vote for him. Then you have more people coming out with this racist language and dialogue to make black folks and others upset to where, well, we gonna vote for Kamala, we not voting for Donald Trump. When clearly it doesn't matter which one of them wins because neither one of them are going to be in control. They're just puppets. That This is
Hmm.
my belief. This is Misbehaving's belief. They're just puppets. There is no one here that truly wants to do anything for the people. I mean, someone wanting to give $25,000 grant so folks can buy a house. What about the people that can't even afford to pay rent?
Mm.
That's who need to be helped. They ain't got time to buy no house because they could barely afford rent. You got folks that are out on the street, living on the streets. You have families. There's no one caring about them. But I mean, that's something I can talk about on another day. We don't want to get that wrapped up in here. But Arionne needs to get paid for her pain. I don't
Yeah,
know why she's been
so you
quiet.
switched up so
Yeah,
fast.
I took it from there. Yeah, I took it from there because I don't want this to be a video about politics and have
Mhm,
people when the focus needs to be on what your title is. People riding the coattails of Martell in Arionne. But that's
mhm,
why I swung it right back to her. Arionne, young lady, get paid for your pain.
mhm.
I don't know why you're being silent, and something tells me that you have been compensated. You
I
have
think
been
so too.
compensated
That's how I feel in the spirit she have.
because ain't no way in the world that you.
Mhm,
And then the timing is perfect. She was spouting off at the mouth, angry in the beginning, and then all of a sudden she just got quiet for a whole year.
mhm,
Nothing. Everybody was wondering where was she
mhm,
at. There were no videos, no nothing, and now the stuff then got ramped back up
mhm.
for this mid season. So that's just my thoughts. So Carlos King, Discovery, on if you don't want misbehaving, just calling it out the way I see it, honey. Y'all better put me on the payroll. I'm telling you right now, because
Me
I
too,
need to put up.
because me too.
Yeah, I'm calling it out. Now, if y'all want to know, our misbehavior gonna tell you. Yeah,
Mhm,
I ain't talking about no $100 neither. Shit, I
mhm.
need a
Me
roof over me and my son head. Look, shit.
Girl, you a mess.
Look, look, you know what? I am. I'm a time my live to go live after yours. Yeah, they might cut it off. They might just look. I'm
I'm
a time
coming
my
over
live to go
there.
after yours.
What time you
You
coming
gonna
on? In
come
a
over
few
there?
minutes? Yeah, I'm coming
In
up
a few
there.
minutes. It's gonna be at 3 o'clock your time because you know what? Ain't no need of me waiting. My son's father is here. Let me
Uh-huh.
see.
Look, this the
It's
one I was talking about. Let me see if I can pull it up. This the one she
okay.
started her channel, and we finna get off live because I'm coming over here. You finna go on not live now?
Yeah, I fire it
Okay,
on up. I won't even take
guys,
off.
look, follow us over there to Misbehaving. Let me see if I can pull this up right quick. Wait, no, that's not it. Hold on. Darn, I pulled it up. Hold on. Let me see. This the one, and I'm surprised you didn't see it. Hold on one
Was it on
second.
the news? Okay.
No, I'm pulling up Ariane, her YouTube thing that she had. It's
Oh,
not
okay.
letting me pull
Yeah,
it
pull it
up.
on up. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, and then after
she
that, we're
might
gonna
have
shut it
gone
down. So, God,
incognito.
you see it? You can see it.
It, it didn't come up yet. Okay. Oh
You see
yeah,
it?
that's on her channel.
Yeah, yeah. That's her little
That
YouTube
now
thing,
see
and
that's
she was
that
pretty and
Instagram.
beautiful. Hmm.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
And she was supposed to be selling her clothing and stuff, and then all of a sudden she got shut down.
yeah. But this is what she was
Yeah.
gonna do. She was gonna set up and she let them listen to it.
hmm I'm gonna mute my mic because we can't hear it, Lady D.
You heard it?
Huh?
Did you
No,
hear
we
it?
can't hear it, Lady D.
Y'all still
No,
can't
we
hear it?
didn't hear it.
I don't know
Did you
why.
share it and mute it on
Hold
Instagram?
on. Hold on. Because for some reason it's I don't know why I can't well if not, look, that's okay. But you saw it, right? You saw the picture, right? Did you see the picture?
Yes, ma'am. I saw the
Well, as
picture.
long as she saw it, she said it was low. That's okay. It's on her page. You can go ahead and check it out. But she did have her Instagram. She let the people sit there and talk out, but I think they paid her, and that's our opinion. I think allegedly they went ahead and paid
Mm-hmm.
her to go ahead and take it down, and that's why we didn't hear from her like in a whole year. So guys, we're gonna go ahead and shut it down. Thank you for coming in, guys. Y'all be blessed and we going to take all this right here over to Misbehaving. Okay, it's Misbehaving 2023. You went ahead and changed your name. I see Misbehaving 2023. I thought it was Misbehaving is
No,
fun.
it's still it's misbehaving. It's fun. Let me take that down. That's my Cash App name. Let me take that up
Look,
off of there.
keep that
I
up.
think
Keep that
Cash App is on my look. Cash App is on my pimp list too. You know,
Oh,
I got a growing list of pimps. You
yes.
Cash App, Waffle House, now Love and Marriage Huntsville. Yeah. Now we're
Oh,
gonna talk about a variety of things, but we're gonna
okay.
finish up with this Love and Huntsville. We'll continue it over there, but
All
we'll
right.
also talk about stuff because I ain't afraid to get struck.
You ain't gonna get struck, girl. So okay, I'm finna come over
All
to
right.
you
You have a
guys. Okay,
beautiful
so
day.
gonna join us over there at Misbehaving is Fun. So let me go ahead and drop her down, and that's where we're going to come on. So guys, thank you for coming in. At first, I was feeling a little down, but every time when my girl Misbehaving come on, I feel pretty good. So on that note, guys, you all be blessed and enjoy the rest of your day. So we're going to go over to Misbehaving is Fun.